This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. This broadcast is presented by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? Visit gocurrency.com. And by Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith.
Sanatorium in Wayne, America, also known as Wayne, Nebraska, to some of the lesser few. Thanks for joining us on News Channel Nebraska. I'm Kalen Devin alongside Pat Jansen for this matchup tonight. Should be a fun one. Wayne State Wildcats 11-0 and ranked number 3 in all of Division II volleyball, taking on the NAIA Peru State Bobcats from near Auburn, Nebraska. Ready for a matchup tonight. And you take a look at this one, Wayne State's been dominant all season long, have not lost at all. They've only dropped 3 sets all year in the 11 matches they've played. That includes wins against number 3 Concordia St. Paul, number 3 Concordia St. Paul twice, number 5 West Florida, number 12 West Texas A&M, and some other solid wins along the way. Excited for the matchup, and we'll have all of the pregame highlights, coverage, and ready to get things started coming up next after our coach interview with Scott Kneifel. That's next on NCN.
The pregame show on News Channel Nebraska is brought to you by Wayne State College, devoted to student success for more than 100 years.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
News Channel Nebraska in Wayne, America tonight. Wayne State College for the Wildcats and the Peru State Bobcats here with the head coach of the Wildcats, Scott Kneifel, in your 18th season, Coach. How are you doing today?
Good. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it.
Well, of course. 18 years gone by pretty quickly?
Yeah, real quick. Minus that COVID year, but other than that, it's gone pretty quick. We're just really excited with the start of our season. Off to a good start, and we're excited to have a home match tonight.
Coach, tell us a little bit about this start to this year. Like you mentioned, a great start, 11-0, unblemished, up to number 3 in the rankings, one of your highest ranked teams so far in the past couple of seasons. So how are you guys feeling coming into another match at home tonight?
Yeah, we're excited to play at home. Anytime you get to play a home match, it's exciting. We were road warriors the first 2 weeks. We spent the first week in New York City, the second week in Denver. So to get back home, this last weekend was nice for some conference games, but to have another non-conference match here in Rice Auditorium, it's great.
And the only blemish on your record, which doesn't show up on your record, an exhibition against Kansas State. Take us through that. A Division II school taking on a Division I school, taking it 5 sets. How'd your ladies play in that match?
Yeah, we felt really, really good about that exhibition, actually. We lost, I believe, 15-12 in the 5th and competed really well against Kansas State, who's off to a really good start. I believe they're 8-2 in Division I. So you have to feel good about that, but our team didn't feel great about it because we didn't win. This team likes to win, and that night was a lot of fun. We learned a lot about our team, which was good, but we're always trying to win.
Well, it shows that you like to win. Tell us about the matchup here tonight against an NAIA school, Peru State, 4-7. So maybe struggling a little bit, but what are you looking to take advantage of here tonight against the Bobcats?
Yeah, tonight really we really need to concentrate our side of the net. The first contact's super important to us. Ball control, hitting smart shots, terminating when you get the right ball to do that on. But they have a nice team. They have some really nice net players and some back row players that can do some really good things. So volleyball's a funny game. If you don't show up, you can lose. So we need to take care of that first contact tonight.
Coach Kneifel, give us a couple names you're really looking to maybe run the offense to, maybe a defensive key player tonight. Just a couple names that you might look to step up tonight in tonight's match.
Sure. Rachel Walker, is our starting setter. She does a great job for us, distributing the volleyball. Our pattern has been great. They've been phenomenal up to this point, but really Taya Beller, Maggie Bramer, Kelsey Chata, those are some front row players that hopefully you'll hear their name a lot tonight.
Well, I hope so too, Coach. Good luck. It should be a fun one. Wayne State and Peru State tonight on NCN. We'll get to the matchup next.
Wayne State is the college of choice.
Smart choice.
Sound choice.
Natural choice.
Strong choice.
Original choice.
Bold choice.
Affordable choice.
With over 130 programs of study, Wayne State College is the
first choice.
First choice.
First choice.
for students who want an excellent education at an affordable cost. Get started at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Back here at Rice Auditorium tonight, Kaylin Devin alongside Pat Jansen, ready for a fun matchup. Third-ranked Wayne State and Peru State coming to town. Two in-state battles, two in-state teams coming to meet in Wayne, America, Pat. And first of all, we always talk about this every time we come to Rice Auditorium. This is an environment where the atmosphere is always electric, no matter who the Wildcats are playing, no matter who's coming to town. It could be the #1 team in the country. It could be a high school team. It doesn't matter, Pat.
No, it does not. This is quite the auditorium. The Rice Rowdies come out to party, and Wayne State gives them plenty of reason to do so, as this program has been humming along for almost the last 2 decades under head coach Scott Kneifel. And this may be his best team yet. It's a team that's made the Elite Eight. It is a team that's a regular appearance in the NCAA Division II tournament, but yet here they are with their first 11-0 start in a decade, and ranked #3 in the country. Meanwhile, the in-state foe, a fellow state college, Peru State, trying to come in and knock off the big dogs. And let's be honest, it would be an upset. Peru State right now 4-7 in the NAIA, and Wayne State may potentially be the 3rd best college volleyball team in all of the state of Nebraska, and that includes Nebraska and Creighton. And that's with all due respect to UNK, which is also in the top 10 of the NCAA Division II rankings. Their only loss is to the #2 team in the country in 5 sets by 2 points in that final set. They lost at Washburn. So there's a lot of talented volleyball in this state, and we get a chance to see it right here tonight in Rice Auditorium.
And we'll talk about it a lot tonight, how much talent there is in the state of Nebraska. This broadcast tonight brought to you by Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith. And when you look at what Nebraska has done for volleyball, for students in high school, on both of these rosters, there's a ton of local Nebraska kids playing from small hometowns and coming to either Wayne State or Peru State and showcasing their talent that this state has to offer tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And, both teams, they get out and they recruit as people from around the world and around the country know the value of a lot of the volleyball programs in this state. Certainly, Coach Scott Kneifel of Wayne State carries a reputation, and Peru State trying to establish that same type of reputation with Madison Kindle in her 3rd year with the Bobcats. And, as you mentioned, you see a lot of talent in the state of Nebraska across the high school and the college ranks, and we get a chance to see it right here tonight.
Let's talk about some of the starting lineups. We'll start with the Wayne State Wildcats home squad. Starting lineups brought to you by Piedmontese Beef. You have freshman Taylor Bunger, junior Jordan McCormick, Jesse Brandel, the senior, Kelsey Chada, junior setter, Taya Beller, the sophomore, Rachel Walker, this junior setter, and then Maggie Bramer, our middle hitter from Pierce, Nebraska. On the other end, for Peru State, Maddie Nichols, Michelle Beer, Kim Kreis, Sydney Peck, Chantel Paniagua, Ali Schneider, and Katie Mendick. Those are your probable starters tonight. Peru State and Wayne State right here in Wayne at Rice Auditorium. And Wayne State, they played a lot of really tough matches this season. I want to talk about one that's not on the schedule. Opening up the season with Kansas State, Division I, Kansas State Wildcats, and took them to 5 sets.
Yeah, and Coach Scott Kneifel has a little bit of a base with Kansas State. His son about to be a pitcher for the Wildcats for their baseball program, and Wayne State not afraid of some heavy competition, and we're looking forward to seeing some of that tonight.
Should be a fun one. Number 3, Wayne State and Peru State in Wayne, Nebraska. Wayne, America. Get the pledge or the national anthem coming up, and game time next on NCN.
I became a doctor kind of by happenstance, I should say. My wife would tell me when she met me when I was younger that I always wanted to be an astronaut, and somehow that turned into medicine. So when I was in undergrad, I had taken some anatomy and physiology classes, and it just blew my mind, and I wanted to know more and more and more, and so that just naturally directed me towards medicine. When it comes to hip and knee specifically, there really isn't anything that it can't be done at Faith that can be done just about anywhere else. We do everything here from hip replacements to hip arthroscopy, which is another specialty training that I have. Working with the collaborative effort with everybody at Faith is another thing that you need to have that availability to provide top-level care. And we have all those specialties here, and all that is available to every patient, which again reflects back on patient care.
Whether you play on a field, or play on a court, or are running to greatness, during the game and after the game, during the wins and during the losses, Agri City Insurance has you covered. Here to help you ensure what matters most. Agri City Insurance.
Keep on pushing, keep on pushing, keep on pushing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3,
You want to wear your pride on your sleeve? True Nebraskans turn to custom sports screen printing. Pride, dignity, self-respect. You want to show it off. We want to design it in whatever color it comes in. Silver, gold, black, blue, white, red. Custom Sports can turn around unbeatable apparel fast with service from South Sioux to Scotts Bluff.
About ready for game time, getting our starting lineups announced for Wayne State and Peru State, the third-ranked Wildcats, which just came out yesterday, the new AVCA polls. We'll take a quick look at those. Ranked first in the country, Tampa, with 39 first-place votes. Second place, Washburn at 2 ranking, and then there comes Wayne State at 3, which actually has 7 first-place votes, too.
Yeah, one of only 3 schools to receive first-place votes, the other one being Southwest Minnesota State, a fellow NSIC school. And, that'll happen when you knock off the number 3 team in the country at the time twice in a week. In fact, Concordia St. Paul, after Wayne State swept them a week or so ago, still remained ahead of Wayne State in the rankings, which was kind of surprising. So Wayne State went ahead and took it out on them and beat them in the opening game of NSIC play. And this Wayne State team, they lost a couple pieces, one due to transfer and then, just graduation. But by and large, this is a team that has stayed together. It's been young for a couple of years, and they've competed well in those years. And really, things starting to come together.
And you mentioned Concordia St. Paul, that Wayne State swept them twice. They are ranked 5th, 8-2, those 2 losses to Wayne State. And also, yes, the team is very similar to last year's squad that had a good run, went to the semifinals in the NSIC conference tournament before falling to St. Cloud State in 5 sets. The only players, like you said, Pat, that Wayne State really lost was Lauren Jacobson to graduation, Elena Wolf, and then Jaslyn DeHaan to transfer. And DeHaan's a big miss, but she goes back home to Orange City, to Northwestern, where she's from.
Yeah, and, sometimes there is the call of home. And also, too, these competitive rosters with a lot of talent, sometimes that takes a toll on a person as well. But, it's a fantastic environment with everyone who is here those on the floor, those in the crowd. You can see just across from us, there's a lot of construction being done as Wayne State trying to redo Rice Auditorium. It's a fantastic environment here. We've got two state colleges, Wayne State and Peru State, separated by about 3 hours. Wayne State in the northeast part of the state, Peru State down in the southeast corner in Nemaha County. And it's a fun one here tonight, and the crowd is ready for it.
And again, we mentioned this before, but lots of in-state players. And we'll go to what Coach Scott Kneifel said in the pregame. He was talking about a few names that really stick out to him and has helped out Wayne State to this 11-0 start. Kelsey Chada, you have the outside hitter from right here in Wahoo, was second team all NSIC a season ago. You have sophomore Maggie Bramer from Pierce. She was first team all NSIC. And Rachel Walker, the junior setter from Lincoln Southwest, keeping that homegrown talent right here in Wayne.
Yeah, certainly folks in northeast Nebraska know that last name Bramer. A lot of athleticism coming out of Pierce with that last name. Ben Bramer about to go to Nebraska as
they might need some help.
Yeah, just a bit, just a bit. That Pierce football team right now doesn't need a whole lot of help in the games they've played so far. Although Aurora is going to be a lot to take on in Class C1. That's going to be a fun class to watch this year.
Yeah, C1's always battling out for it, but I believe that Friday match against Arlington, and Pierce scored over 60 points and pretty much ran away. Their entire schedule so far, the Blue Jays have ran away with most of those games, but that's where Mark Bramer and the Bramer crew resides in Pierce.
Well, we've got our focus tonight on Maggie Bramer and the Wayne State Wildcats as they're going to receive on this opening serve.
Serve coming from Allie Schneider, gets it over, and the first play is a miss hit from Kelsey Chada.
Yeah, and Schneider, she's a northeast Nebraskan from Humphrey. Really, Peru State needed a fast start. They got what they needed.
And Schneider will go again. First point goes to the Bobcats from Peru State. This is back to Chada, and able to get it down for the first kill of the day for the Wildcats.
Pretty quick recovery there as Chada did everything from start to finish, really. The former Cavalier from Wahoo Newman.
Chada, when you saw her go up to get that kill, she was fairly slow going up, as this one too far. Another point for Wayne State.
We mentioned Peru State needed the fast start. They need a sustained one.
And Chada again. Set up to Nichols, and on the outside hits the net. Nothing doing for Katie Mendick. Tried to get it on the outside, but a little too low, a little delay on the kill attempt. 3-1 Wayne State, opening set in Wayne tonight. Set up toward the middle, and there's another point for Peru State. Gets it off the shoulder of Jesse Brandel. First set tonight brought to you by Region 4 Behavioral Health System. Peru State early, only down by a point. Peck gets things going, and a whistle. Quick stoppage and reset it with Sydney Peck, the junior defensive specialist from Canada.
Yeah, we mentioned all the talent in Nebraska, but there's some international recruiting as well. Peru State also going all the way out to Cyprus to picking up a player. For those who don't know, it's in the Mediterranean Sea between Turkey and Greece.
This tipped up the fingers and will be a point for Wayne State.
Really, the difference between these two schools and their teams, you can see it up front. A lot of size and physicality for the Wildcats, as we see in that replay.
Libero, that's Brandel. And now on the outside, tip shot, did that hit? It did! Kim Kreis comes in with a nice shot. You can check out that instant replay brought to you by Madison County Bank. Here to help you grow. 4-3 lead for the Wildcats. A service error attributed to Michelle Beer.
Peru State coming out fighting right out of the gates. And with all due respect to the Bobcats, you do kind of worry if you're Coach Scott Kneifel on the Wayne State side with his team maybe coming out flat with 4 of their last 5 matches, well, actually 4 of their last 6 prior to tonight, coming against top 12 competition.
Peru State on the rally tip shot. He sets back up through the middle, and coming down is Chada.
Absolutely no chance for the Bobcats on that one. You could see as that was set up, Chada was ready to strike.
Haven Hines to serve it over again. The sophomore 5'4", transferred from Northern State. Set up outside, and Christ just tried to get it over. The assist attempt, a little bit, not enough air under it.
So another serve for Hines, as you mentioned, a transfer from inside the conference.
The Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference, always tough in lots of sports, volleyball included.
Yeah, you could almost say it's tougher to win the NSIC conference than it is to win a regional sometimes. Basically, most of the top 8 in the region come out of that conference.
Kylie Fisher gets a point back for Peru State. Got it through the arms of Walker and Beller. And when you talk about attacking, Wayne State is one of the best in the bunch in the country. They've got Maggie Bramer and Taya Beller, 4th and 5th in hitting percentage in all of Division II.
Yeah, and I'm curious what the officials are talking about here at the scorers table. We've got a little bit of a delay here. Both teams trying to stay up, and you can kind of see the different approaches here. A lot of 5s and 10s on the Wayne State side. Now a huddle for the Bobcats on their side of things.
Well, initially on the scoreboard, it was scored 8-3, but now, and we'll get it back to 7-4. The serve, too strong. Point Wayne State, Olivia Gordon, airmailed. Ball back into the hands of the Wildcats. Jordan McCormick, freshman from Elkhorn South, sends it over. Sets up to the outside. Come back across. Chada keeps it in. Now back to Chada. Nice dig. That gets over. Oh, how about that? Taya Beller right through the middle.
The former Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family Bulldog just buried that one.
You hear the phrase bulldog it out. Be a bulldog here. Now to the outside again, and that manages to fall. Allie Schneider.
Fellow Humphrey native, or Humphrey area native, as she was able to get that one down.
Schneider so far this season, 65 kills before that. Hitting about 200 and nearly 2 kills per set. Also about 150 assists on the season for Schneider from Peru State. Another one for the Wildcats. Up 10-5.
Yeah, that was just a tough one to receive for Maddie Nichols. Speaking of Bulldogs, she's from Auburn, but did not play for the Bulldogs. Played for nearby school Johnson Brock.
The Eagles.
Indeed.
Now back toward the middle. Can't get over the net. A nice opportunity from Kennedy Miller. We talk about the strength of Wayne State, and you can check it out right here on the Madison County Bank replay. Taya Beller now coming back through. Wayne State on the attack. Oh! Gotta love that from Walker. Came up from nowhere.
The former Southwest Silverhawk. That really was just the change of pace I think Wayne State needed there.
And Walker doesn't get a lot of kills. Point goes to Peru State, but Walker now with 25 kills on the season. She's obviously known for setting 408 assists coming into the match.
You know, these Wayne State players, like, you know, we mentioned Nebraska before, but it's like that program where a lot of people do a lot of things well. As another service error by the Bobcats. Back-to-back, one from each team.
Brooke Peltz had the first one for Wayne State. There's Maddie Nichols for Peru State on that last one. Vasic gets it. Peru State on the attack to the outside. Couldn't get through. Well, it did get through as Bramer went up to try to block it. It just went off.
Yeah, Mendick with the swing there, getting it down for the Bobcats.
Maggie Bramer usually very solid. 36th in D2 with blocks per set. She's all over the place. Up through the gut.
Ooh.
And there's Bramer. Middle blocker, or middle hitter, and does a great job. It almost seems like Bramer can come up and then she's in that front line, but she also does a nice job from the backside. There's a set. And the assist from Walker. 15-7 Wayne State, the kill from Bunger.
Yeah, this is the part where Wayne State becomes really dangerous, especially if you're a Peru State fan.
Coach Scott Kneifel looking for win number 391. And if you imagine that Wayne State was able to play in the 2020 season, he'd already be there by now.
Yeah, the NSIC, all sporting events in the fall of that year were completely wiped out.
And a quick stoppage as the official talking to Kneifel.
Wow, it felt like all the energy was just completely sucked out of the building there. Everybody just went silent at once.
Because they give that kill to Michelle Beer. Peru State on the serve is Peck, and back to Bramer.
Right now, there's just no answer for that Bramer, Beller, Chata trio. There's just too much power from those three for Peru State at the moment.
Well, it's too much power for most every team that Wayne State has played this season. Peru State tried to get some trickery. Now back through, and a strong kill. The swing, Taya Beller. Slid into that and punishes the Bobcats. As the sophomore Brandel set up to the outside. Wildcats trying to keep it alive, and I believe it was too many touches.
I think actually before that, Walker went across the line underneath the net.
Kylie Fisher gets the kill. And just slid under there. Here's Beer's service error, point Wayne State. A dominant start for the Wildcats, 18-9 in the opening set.
A little bit of frustration from Beer there, the former Fall City Tiger who grew up in Salem, Nebraska, down in the southeast part of the state.
Ooh, Hines gets it. Oh! Drops again for Peru State, mishandled.
It was Kreis who could not handle that, the Colorado native, and a timeout on the floor.
Timeout, a 10-point lead for Wayne State in set number one, 19-9. We're right back with the conclusion of the first set on NCN. put it on my Twitter.
When it comes to your auto partner, there is no house divided when you choose Woodhouse. 18 brands, one team, a winning experience every time.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
This match tonight finishing up a 3-game homestand for Wayne State. Took on Concordia St. Paul on the 9th, Minnesota State on the 10th. And obviously Peru State here tonight, but they swept both of those matches and trying to get another sweep against the Bobcats. Miss-hit. Schneider tried to get back and save it.
Yeah, right now serve-receive is a little bit of a challenge for the Bobcats, but you mentioned Wayne State about to go on the road, and they've got a couple more highly ranked teams coming up in St. Cloud State and Minnesota State, not this weekend, but the following.
Blocked at the top. Kennedy Miller could not get it through the defense. I actually call that attack error.
Yeah, looking ahead to that schedule. Number 6, St. Cloud State. Number 10, Minnesota Duluth. Just the number of top 15 teams they've played already this year. It's remarkable, but it's playing in the NSIC.
Right, and Minnesota Duluth also undefeated right now. We take a look at the NSIC. Wayne State's 11-0, Minnesota Duluth's 10-0, Southwest Minnesota State 10-0, St. Cloud State 10-0. Lots of winning records. Augustana 9-1 as well.
And now the serve receive for Wayne State, a little bit of a challenge as Peru State trying to inch their way back into this first set.
Olivia Gordon on that last ace. That's too strong. Gordon had the first ace, and this time the error. 22-11. Wildcats 3 points away from taking a dominant first set. McCormick. Back to the outside, tip shot, nice dig. Set back up behind, outside. Ooh, that was an incredible dig by Peck, trying to get it back over, and they do. Great volley, the best of the night, and gets through. How about Beller again?
Wow, just sheer force.
(23-11). McCormick will do it again. Just too strong.
Yeah, that was real close right here on the line, but the official had an eye on it. Maybe would have been reviewed if it were Division I.
And that was close. In real time, it's always a lot more difficult to see because any part of that ball that touches the line or touches right outside the line, that's too strong as well. Lots of service errors and aces so far tonight.
Well, an ace will end this one in set number 1.
24-12. Will be Peltz to do it. Too strong.
Well, we said aces and errors. An ace would have ended that set. An error keeps it going. Now, Peru State looking for an ace of their own to continue to keep this one alive.
The senior Nichols sets it up to the outside. Chado, ooh, nice dig. Paniagua, and back to the outside. Got it in. How about Mendick coming across the court?
The Bellevue East grad, sporting those specs, gets the kill.
Back to the Wildcats, to Chada. Chada tip shot falls, and the final point for Kelsey Chada to wrap up the first set, 25-14. Peru State hung in there early, and Wayne State managed to take their breath away. We head to set number 2 on News Channel Nebraska.
I chose orthopedics because growing up, I was involved with sports heavily, and then going through medicine, I wanted to bring one of my passions into my career as well, and I found that with orthopedics. When I came here, I was pleasantly surprised by how big the medical community was in terms of all services, but especially our orthopedic line, which is associated with foot and ankle, hand, wrist, elbow clinic as well. So we have a lot of providers and are able to pretty much cover any of the needs associated with orthopedics. It's very rewarding having them come in, describe the situations that they can't do, and then actually see them out in the community doing those things. And, you know, coming up to the patient and be like, hey, how are you doing? Good to see you're doing, you know, fishing or hunting or whatever it may be.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're here at the grill, waiting for the flip.
He has a great hot lie here on the grill. Looks like he is going with the tongs here, Jim. A great choice.
Timing is everything.
Nailed it!
A flip for the ages.
What a flip. Perfect marks. I'd take a slice out of that one.
Certified Piedmontese, real Nebraska beef. So tender and dripping in flavor, you won't believe a steak this good can be shipped right to your front door.
Back here at Rice Auditorium on News Channel Nebraska, third-ranked Wayne State Wildcats and Peru State Bobcats. Thanks for joining us. Kalen Devin alongside Pat Jansen with you tonight. This broadcast thanks in part to Piedmontese Beef. Piedmontese Beef has some of the best steak and beef that you will have right here in Nebraska. Italian heritage breed, Nebraska raised perfection. Nebraska, one of the best states in all of the country when it comes to raising beef, and Piedmontese is no joke. It's lean, tender, and delicious. I'm not sure if you had a big old slice for Labor Day.
Yeah.
I was making sure, Pat. You can't not have Piedmontese on Labor Day especially.
Hey, it's what gave me the strength to run down the Rice Auditorium stairs, pick something up out of my car, and charge right back.
You did it all that fast.
Woo!
That's the Piedmontese talking. Piedmontese beef, order at cpbeef.com, right to your doorstep anywhere in the country. It's cpbeef.com. The Bobcats, coached by Madison Kindle, getting out of their huddle, looking to regroup. Not a bad first set for Peru State, given the circumstances against one of the best teams in D2, 25-14.
Yeah, they really showed some flashes at points, kind of let some mistakes get in their way just a bit, and didn't take advantage of the few mistakes that Wayne State does make and did make in that set.
Chada came away with the lead in kills, 4 of them out of 6 attempts. Beller was 3 of 4. Bramer, 2 of 2, and Walker, McCormick, and Bunger all 1 on their attack attempts. A team hitting percentage of .800 right now.
Wow. That is tough to beat.
And when looking at Wayne State's average attack percentage, they're hitting 500 points higher. Usually they're about 312.
Nothing to sneeze at either.
Which is still really good. Wayne State with the first points. An ace from Rachel Walker. Coming in hard and getting the block, Bramer.
Yeah, really it was set up nicely for Mendick. She took a good swing, but just too much size and strength for the Wildcats.
Last Friday and Saturday, Wayne State was able to sweep. When Wayne State was number 5 at the time, took down number 3 Concordia St. Paul. Was fairly close for the first two sets, 26-24, 25-23, but the third one, Wildcats were able to take it away.
Peru State apparently sees something they like. They went back to Mendick on that left side. She did not get blocked this time around and got the first point of the set for the Bobcats. Cleopatra Diaku, the aforementioned Cyprus native.
Pat, where are they from again? Where's Cyprus at again?
Mediterranean Sea, between Greece and Turkey.
Love to visit Greece sometime. Too strong and outside from Kelsey Chada. Your second set brought to you by Unity Eye Centers with offices in Norfolk, Pierce, Columbus, Grand Island, and St. Paul. Whenever I think of the Mediterranean Sea, I always think of Mesopotamia. Is that?
Nope.
No? Wrong part?
Diaku, actually, from the capital of Cyprus, Nicosia. Just in case you were curious.
3-2 early. That's too strong to the outside. Point Wayne State. Good try.
You got any obscure world capitals that have been on your brain, Kalen?
World capitals. I'm going to have to try to think about this now. Back to the outside through the middle. Bramer and off the hands. Another one from Bramer as Nichols was there to try to dig it. Couldn't. How about Damascus?
That works. Well, Bramer from the county seat of Pierce County.
At too strong, another service error for Wayne State. Check out the replay here, brought to you by Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
Again, just getting a chance to see what Bramer does well. And there are a lot of things she does well, as has been made evident tonight here at Rice Auditorium.
Set up back inside, now to the outside. Off the fingertips, down for a kill. Isabel Vasic.
Yeah, and, you know, Wayne State has recruited in Iowa a lot throughout the years, but she's actually the only Iowan on the roster this year from Ankeny. She and Haven Hines, along with Allie Beresford, they're the only non-Nebraskans on this roster.
Strong block from Beller a moment ago. This time, tipped out of bounds. Point Bobcats. Keeping it local still with Ankeny, Iowa, and Isabel Vasek. Was a 4-year starter in volleyball, 3 years in basketball. All Central, two-time first team, All Central Iowa Metropolitan League.
What a dig! Unfortunately goes for naught, with Hine going a touch long. But wow, that was a big swing, and the Bobcats were able to get underneath it.
Peru State really is playing well so far. Hefty competition tonight. Back to the outside. Wayne State able to get it over as Hine had a nice opportunity. Now back through to the outside, coming across Beller. That's tipped. Another great save here by Peru State.
Double hit.
Double hit.
Wow, both teams really rallied at points. They got a little bit unraveled at points as well, but were able to battle back. But unfortunately for Peru State, the mistake knocked it away.
Well, for Peru State, the key will be to win those hard-fought sets. If they can manage to keep themselves in some of those back-and-forth volleys, Bobcats will give the Wildcats a tough time.
But you see right there, though, the diversity of Wayne State's attack and the way that they can really come after you as they changed up the pace just a bit there.
Sent over. Diaku just tips it. Back to Wayne State, Beller. Nice dig, Diaku. Coming back across. Setting it up. McCormick.
Whoa. Everybody gave up on the play for a second.
We're still going in a block out of bounds. It did, and you can check here. I mean, it's kind of got it quiet on both ends.
Yeah, it felt like everybody just kind of shut it down for a second.
Diaku. Now back over for the Wildcats. McCormick. Nice dig on the back line. Hine. And here's another good rally, but that one can't fall. And this one, too, gets away from the Bobcats. Matty Nichols could not chase it down.
What a block. That just team wall by the Wildcats. And suddenly, Peru State wants a timeout.
And they need it. Madison Kindle calls it down 11-4. Wayne State on top by 7. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. If your business needs help financing big-ticket items, visit gocurrency.com for details. And by Custom Sports. Represent your school and look good doing it with Custom Sports.
At Unity Eye Centers in Norfolk, their focus is on you. As the leading provider of optometry with advanced diagnostics and equipment, they can ensure your eye health is their top priority. A quick glance at their frame area will show you that you can have style as well as function, with plenty of frames to choose from. Their mission is to educate patients and provide cutting-edge technology and exceptional service with personalized care. Come to Unity Eye Centers in Norfolk to clearly see the difference. Why? Because your eyes deserve it.
A 7-point lead for Wayne State in Wayne, America tonight. Kalen Devin, Pat Jansen joining you on NCN. Bobcats and Wildcats in-state matchup. Wayne State ranked 3rd in all of Division II. Peru State right now a slow start to the year, 4-7 in NAIA. Nice block. Makes it 12-4.
The Cats, again, just really starting to show that size and strength up front.
And that first set, Wayne State was hitting 800. This attempt from Diaku goes astray.
Like the idea, the execution didn't exactly land, however.
On usually those quick hits, those quick tips can really catch the defense off guard. Grazes the top of the net on the serve. Now back to the outside. Great dig. Wayne State back over and another kill. That time Rachel Walker.
Yeah, she's had a really strong set so far, particularly in the attack. As that time, it looked like they were gearing up for an assist from Walker, but she just went ahead and knocked it over herself.
The Wildcats have so many different players, different versatility. I can get in at several different positions on the court. I'll keep it back up here. Now through the middle. Peru State will give it right back. Dig from Chada. Now tip shot to the outside. And falling for Taya Beller.
This is the play just before that last one. As you saw that great kill from Walker.
Sent over again now to the outside. Hine. Back to Hine. Trying to get it over again. Good dig. Wildcats on the prowl. Set back up from Beer. Hine again outside. Cross court, tip shot, nobody's there for Jordan McCormick, and a kill.
Yeah, it's those little loopers where they're kind of holes in the Bobcat defense, and Wayne State taking advantage.
16-4. Strong lead for Wayne State so far. Beer, her tip shot, corralled by Wayne State. Another one. Did they save that? They did.
Got under it.
Back to McCormick. That time falls.
And suddenly, this one really starting to get away from the Bobcats.
Almost through 2 sets. 17-4. 13-point lead for Wayne State. That dig goes too strong. Haven Hines couldn't get there in time.
Paige Cheney, Holton, Kansas native with the big swing.
Gets into her second set of the year. Had an assist on the 10th against St. Mary. Otherwise, still fairly fresh in the lineup. Serving it now, Schneider. And an error back to Wayne State.
Yeah, just the things that you really can't afford if you're Peru State trying to scrap and claw your way back in.
It could be so difficult when there's already a incredibly deep disadvantage. Set to the outside, Shada! Right in front of Alyssa Bach.
Alyssa Bach, a Plattsmouth native. A couple Plattsmouth Blue Devils on this roster, playing their high school ball for Ashley Kappas Klassen, wife of our very own Andy Klassen. Peru State really kind of mixing and matching some of their personnel tonight, sensing this is a challenge, but really throwing some different pieces into the fire, trying to forge that strength going ahead in the season.
Well, and this is a great opportunity as well to get some of your young players, maybe some of your less inexperienced players, some time. Obviously, you want a lot of your best personnel. What a pancake on this save. I believe that was Haven Hines. Now back up to the middle. There's Hines again who saves it. Shot a tip shot. Bobcats on it. Back to Hines. Setting up Walker. And coming through hard is Taya Beller.
What effort from both teams, though, on that rally. Everybody flying all over the place. Let's take a look at the Madison County Bank instant replay.
That was one heck of a volley. A great one. This goes off the hands of Ellie Larson. Point Peru State, 21-6.
Lauren Mowbray on that one from Mission, Texas. Might in other cases be the most well-traveled player on the roster, but when you got folks from
Cyprus?
Cyprus, the Dominican Republic, Canada.
You gotta love that for Peru State. Keeping it diverse. Point Wayne State here. Wildcats last year lost to St. Cloud State in 5 sets in the 2021 Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference Tournament. They did not make the Division II tournament.
It's just so hard out of this conference to do that as Beresford goes a touch long on the serve.
And you think of a team that was 22-8 a year ago, 4th in their conference, and couldn't even make the tournament field.
And, you know, there tends to be a little bit of controversy over that sometimes coming out of this NSIC. There often is representation from other conferences, and folks in the NSIC will argue, well, let's maybe not do that so much. It's no guarantee. Wayne State's had some fast starts and had to play some tough competition and missed out on some tournaments in the past.
22-7, nice block at the top. Now trying to go back up, tip shot. Wayne State back at it. Shada, did she get it in? She did. Kelsey Shada with a kill.
That was another real close call. We've seen 2 of those tonight.
And you talk about how good the Northern Sun is. Right now, 6 teams from the NSIC are ranked, and then 2 more receiving votes in this week's AVCA Division II Top 25 poll.
Another former Plattsmouth Blue Devil getting the kill this time. It's Kennedy Miller dropping it down for the Bobcats. We mentioned Plattsmouth's current coach, Ashley Kappas-Klassen. She played at Peru State as well, where she and Andy Klassen, a Bobcat football player, met.
What position did Andy play?
Defensive back, I believe.
Athletic family, but and it really helps if you have a coach at Plattsmouth who you can send a lot of your players to. You can say, I mean, if she played there, she knows what to look out for a future Bobcat.
Yeah, just a little over half hour away from Plattsmouth to Peru.
A set point here for Wayne State. 24-8 right now. Peru State just has to get it over. They do. Now set up through the middle, Bramer. Back over to the Wildcats. Back to Bramer again. Nope, to the outside, and it was the save was there, but this time a kill for Wayne State to finish this set off. 25-8, more dominant than the first set, and Wayne State one more set away from a 3-0 sweep over the in-state Peru State Bobcats. Kalen Devin and Pat Jansen with you on NCN. We'll be right back with more coverage from this matchup tonight on NCN.
At Elkhorn Valley Bank, we believe in local. It's something we live by. It's something we're proud of. It's helping our neighbors grow like they've helped us. Supporting families, investing in lives, and creating prosperity. Local means making decisions that grow and improve surrounding communities we call home. Investing in our nonprofits and giving back. Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, great for you, great for your community.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures. This world shopping, star-studded evenings, and award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
Wayne State is the college of choice.
Smart choice.
Sound choice.
Natural choice.
Strong choice.
Original choice.
Bold choice.
Affordable choice.
With over 130 programs of study, Wayne State College is the
first choice.
First choice.
First choice.
For students who want an excellent education at an affordable cost. Get started at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
I was working at a manufacturing home plant here in town. I was working with a radial arm saw where you hit a button on the floor and it activates the saw to come out. I reached down, didn't realize somebody had moved the pedal over in front of the saw. When I reached down for him, my foot hit the pedal and my hand was gone. So they life flighted me to Norfolk, and 13 hours later, I got my hand back on. Faith Regional Dr. Harsel, a deep place in my heart. Very awesome place. I mean, they're always right there. Saved my hand, saved my life. I chose to stay at Faith Regional for my therapy because they knew what they were doing. They worked with me from day one. Therapy team is just tremendous at what they do. If you have any kind of hand problems, surgery, whatever, go see the team at Faith Regional. When I needed major hand surgery, I had Faith.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. If your business needs help financing big-ticket items, visit gocurrency.com for details. And by Custom Sports. Represent your school and look good doing it with Custom Sports.
You're ready to build or buy the house of your dreams. All you need now is a trusted partner. That is us. We are here to help you grow. Madison County Bank will be there from start to finish, from application to closing, kitchen countertops to the backyard. Madison County Bank is ready to help your dream come true.
When the game wraps up or even before kickoff, our community welcomes you with open arms. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is happy to have you here, and we want to show you what we're all about. From wide open spaces to music, shopping, entertainment, and more, there is always something for you to discover in our city. Stop by the Visitors Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit Lincoln.org. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Make sure you stay tuned for our post-game player of the game and our coach interview brought to you by Wayne State College, devoted to student success for more than 100 years. Right now, Wayne State cruising. Took those first two sets, 25-14 and 25-9, or 25-8 in the last set. And lots of dominance on the hitting side of things for Wayne State. Hitting .556 after two sets.
Leading the way is Kelsey Chada with 8 of them in that last set.
Peru State .73. .073 on their attack percentage. Peru State gets things started with Allie Schneider to the outside. Chada comes in hard with a tomahawk to get the third set underway.
She is just on fire tonight. Sport management major from down there in Wahoo in Saunders County.
Hitting over 500 now for Chada, 9 of 14. 9 of 15 on her attempts. Brandel back up. There's Schneider. And Nichols back over to Wayne State. To the outside, tip shot, and a good save. But all for naught as Kennedy Miller got her arm on it to keep it up. But Peru State could not rally back.
Peru State again trying some different personnel. Jamie Copenharv, a senior from Omaha, with her first action.
Off the net and through. Wayne State, the first 3 points of the third set.
Yeah, and you can just start to feel the mood over on the Peru State side. Had a little belief early on at points in that first set, but Wayne State has just exerted their will.
Outside too strong. Mendick couldn't keep it in the hardwood.
The Bellevue East grad has had some really nice swings tonight, though. She's got some power over there.
And just a sophomore, too. Back up through the middle. That was tipped at the top. But Wayne State keeps it. Bramer. Now Peru State again. Here's Mendick. Has to get it over, and coming through is Bramer. Was waiting for it.
Wow. Just again, the strength that Bramer has, along with her leaping ability.
And Bramer, as a freshman last year for Wayne State, was just sensational. I mean, was a first-team All-NSIC member, started every single match, led the NSIC, and was third in Division II in hitting percentage, 16th in blocks. Was the Wayne State Female Freshman Athlete of the Year. And if you remember why she jumped so high back in high school, was second in high jump in Class B. Another one coming from Wayne State.
What?
This third set tonight brought to you by Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. Play, visit, meet, and compete at lincoln.org. And a timeout on the court. We'll take a quick break. Wayne State all 7 points from the third set. Peru State nothing, back in a bit on NCN.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
Seven straight points for Wayne State to open up the third set. Through the middle, Bramer again. How about it?
Well, third set, Maggie Bramer just taken over. A lot of candidates for tonight's player of the game. We're going to have some work ahead of us.
To the outside, that's Mendick. Mendick finds the court for the first Peru State point in the set, 8-1.
Yeah, Peru State finally rips the top off. Able to get on the scoreboard and try and get a rally going here.
Tip shot, Bramer. Bramer, she's really feeling it in the third set, just trying to put a clasp on this match.
Yeah, it's not just the power, it's also the speed. You can see kind of the difference in the reaction times right now in some of these rally attempts. Wayne State, just so much athleticism on their side of the roster.
Another one falls for Wayne State. Isabel Vosick there.
She's been impressive tonight as well. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone on that Wayne State side of things who's had a tough night.
Tip shot here falls for Peru State.
Walker did everything she could to get there, but yeah, just good placement by the Bobcats.
Kennedy Miller there. One of the biggest stories of this match so far, though, I mean, Peru State 15 attack errors to Wayne State's 1. And Peru State has had more total attacks. Back through the middle to the outside, nice dig. That was Peck on the dig through again. And the point Peru State, Kim Kreis.
Yeah, again, Bobcats going to have to try and make something happen with the serve here to try and work their way back in this third set.
And another miscue, that time Maddie Nichols.
But just too easy on the serve received by Wayne State, setting up that kill. And Wayne State just completely in system.
14 points away for Wayne State for win number 391 in Coach Scott Kneifel's 18-year career.
Beller just denies Peru State.
That front has been so strong. Taya Beller, Rachel Walker, Kelsey Chada, Maggie Bramer, you can name them all. Jordan McCormick's up there right now. Here's Haven Hines. To the outside, and a dig from Chada. Back to Hines. Chada will just have to tap it over. She does. Back again, Schneider now through and blocked. Got it down again as Mendick denied.
Again, just no cracks in that wall for Wayne State.
10-point lead in set 3, 13-3. Hines on the serve. Tip shot corralled, now back over behind the head.
With the knuckles.
Wayne State can't save it. Peru State with the point. Chata was sliding toward the ball.
You know, it didn't produce anything, but that little knuckleball that Beller offered was a bit of a creative act, if you will.
And it's fun because in matches like these, it seems like you can play around a little bit. To the outside, tip shot from McCormick.
I'm sure Scott Kneifel not really wanting too much playing around. He wants this team to stay very sharp with some of the big matches coming up.
Strong dig from Peck, and this time, kill from Kim Kreis.
Yeah, that was a good swing from the Colorado native.
11 tournament appearances for Kneifel. 15 21 seasons, an NSIC tournament title, and 1 Division II semifinal appearance.
Taya Beller again with the big swing. Yeah, Coach Kneifel, he's been here a long time, not just his nearly 2-decade run as the head coach. He was an assistant under Sharon Vanas, who was a good coach herself in her own right, and you know she left, moved back to Arizona, and they went ahead and promoted Coach Kneifel to the head spot. And I don't think anybody anticipated that it would be quite this level of run for him as a head coach. A lot of people really liked him, thought he was a good guy, a good coach, a good hire, but I don't know that you can ever anticipate that any hire, let alone, you know, just promoting an assistant from within, is ever going to go as well as it has for Coach Kneifel. And there have been a lot of people on this campus who've talked for a while that he is one of the most talented coaches in Division II. There are a lot of people who are just amazed that he's not a Division I head coach yet. And really what that is he loves it here in Northeast Nebraska. He's got family ties. His kids have grown up here. He just loves being at Wayne State and being a Wildcat. And to be able to get that as a Division II program, that level of success and longevity is just incredible.
And there's so much support for Wayne State and for Coach Kneifel. The opportunity, if it ever arises for him to go Division I, maybe after kids grow up and are finally out, and I mean, once they're in college right now, but I mean, maybe after a few years, if Kneifel would like to take an offer like that, he sure might.
I mean, he's obviously, you know, you age a little bit in nearly 2 decades as a head coach, but he still looks young, keeps himself in good shape.
Chata, oh my goodness, a cannon! Dominant 17-7 in set 3. Kalen Devin and Pat Jansen with you tonight on News Channel Nebraska. Checking into the game, Isabel Vosick. Also, Allie Beresford.
One of the few out-of-staters for Wayne State. Wildcats with that 17-7 advantage.
You feel like Coach Kneifel wants to get a national championship at some point.
Yeah, he's a competitive guy. He's a quiet guy on the sidelines as we take a look at the Madison County Bank instant replay.
But even talked about how competitive this team is this year, especially how in that exhibition against, again, an 8-2 Kansas State team in Division I, the Big 12 Conference, these athletes for Wayne State, they were mad they lost 15-12 in set 5.
There's a quiet ferocity about Coach Kneifel, and that rubs off on his team. They are a reflection of his personality.
A few points away from a 12-0 start for the third-ranked Wayne State Wildcats. Chada hit the top of the net and back in, said, my bad, pounded her own chest, she knew it.
One of the few errors by the Wildcats tonight. We mentioned Scott Kneifel, of course, Madison Kindle, looking to build her own reputation and program here at Peru State.
Nice block. Right at the top. Copenhagen was there, a nice dig. Peru State. Opportunity. Set puck up to the outside. Chada, tip to the top. Paniagua gets it back up and blocked again. Bramer denies Mendick once more. Six points away from a 3-0 sweep for the Wildcats. To the outside, Mendick got through. Katie Mendick, the sophomore, with a kill.
Bobcats fighting, trying to stay in this third set.
A better attack percentage for Peru State right now. Too strong a service error.
Yeah, that's been a tough go at points tonight for the Bobcats.
Wayne State right now hitting .457. Set up through the middle. How about a strong kill? And Kennedy Miller feeling the power. Gives her coach a high five. (22-11). Back up to the outside, McCormick. Nice dig. Copenhagen tip. Outside again, McCormick tries to do the same thing. Set up from Nichols, and now Chada for Wayne State through the middle. Chada did a great job on the awareness not to go after it.
Yeah, I liked the idea by Peru State, but just a touch strong, and as you mentioned, Chada with good awareness.
You've been seeing Chada all night with strength and power, but just as important is vision and the knowledge of where you are at on the court at all times, which is incredibly difficult to master as an athlete. Beller, that shot out of bounds, and a point for Wayne State again. Wildcats, no trouble. And a timeout by Peru State. Wayne State leads 22-11 in set number 3. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Dominant 2 first sets and almost done with the third set for the Wayne State Wildcats. Thanks for joining us tonight on News Channel Nebraska. Kaylin Debin along with Pat Jansen. 3 more points will get it done for Wayne State against in-state Peru State Bobcats. Dominance tonight from lots of different Wildcats, whether that being Kelsey Chada, who leads the team in kills, Maggie Bramer, who's always a force up front, Taya Beller with a lot of strength, and here a kill comes back for Peru State. The Bobcats have really fought hard tonight, given the circumstances. That's Kim Kreis with the kill, but Peru State 4-7 on the year in the NAIA. Playing a top 3 team in all of Division II in Wayne tonight. To the outside, tip shot comes down on Wayne State's side. Beersford kind of knocked her head back. She knew that she had the opportunity, and that's back-to-back for Kim Kreis. Here's Alyssa Bach. Now Wayne State to the outside. Coming through and getting a kill is Taylor Bunger. First time we've said her name tonight. The 5'11 freshman from Elkhorn High School. Bunger, an exercise science major, ran track and an all-state honorable mention back in volleyball in high school. 24-13, one more for Wayne State. Will get it done tonight for win number 391 in Coach Scott Kneiffel's 18-year head coaching career. Here's Peltz to get it over. Back through and a strong kill to finish it. Taya Beller with strength, with power, and dominance all night tonight from the Wayne State Wildcats. They take care of business at home against in-state school Peru State. Final third set, 25-13. Your second set was 25-8, and first set, 25-14. As we wrap things up tonight, we'll have your top plays. We'll get your player of the game and coach interview, all coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
My name is Jordan Oakes. I'm an orthopedic surgeon, and I practice here at Faith Regional Health Services. I came from a family, my mom and dad both kind of worked with people in the health services, so I saw that from an early age, and I had a natural affinity for the sciences, so that kind of drove me towards medicine. We're getting very good at what we do, so we're getting patients in and out of the hospital quicker. And specifically, we're seeing more and more technology being implemented into the care process as well. I'd love patients to know that, I have time for them. I think I'm very easy to get along with, and I can relate to them. Looking forward to meeting a lot of people, and, I want them to learn that I have a lot to offer them, and I'm here to, get them back to the activities they love, whether it be they wore out their knee, running for years, or maybe they took a slip and fall and need patched up.
If you're thinking about building in the country but still want to be close to a community with schools, medical, and a thriving downtown, consider purchasing on acreage at 220 acreage north of Hardington. With interest rates low, you can buy now and there's no requirement on when you need to build. Check out the property on Facebook at 220 acreage. Internet, water, country living, everything is ready for your dream come true home. Call 402-254-6895 today.
Fall harvest means long hours for you and your equipment. You both need a fuel that can handle the pressure. So use Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster Premium Diesel from Farmer's Pride for more power, better fuel economy, faster starts, and special additives to help reduce downtime. What's more, when you do business with Farmer's Pride, you'll notice a personal touch that goes beyond the expected. Farmer's Pride, in the field, on your farm, in your community.
I'm Kayla, 32 years old. My pain was so bad, I was told I needed surgery. Dr. Kim made me feel better before the surgery consultation.
Hi, my name is Lori, and I've been seeing Dr. Kim for quite a few years now. She's helped me with my sinus infection, and I used to have it at least 2 times a year, and now I don't have it at all. She really helps out a lot.
If you are experiencing any sort of pain, don't wait. Call today.
You're ready to build or buy the house of your dreams. All you need now is a trusted partner. That is us. We are here to help you grow. Madison County Bank will be there from start to finish, from application to closing, kitchen countertops to the backyard. Madison County Bank is ready to help your dream come true.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
When it comes to your auto partner, there is no house divided when you choose Woodhouse. 18 brands, one team, a winning experience every time.
Dominance from Wayne State tonight, a 3-set sweep over Peru State to move on to 12-0. And it's now time for our player and coach of the game, brought to you by Wayne State College, devoted to student success for more than 100 years. Here's Pat Jansen with our player of the game.
30? Oh. Well, welcome back to Rice Auditorium. You know, we may not be firing on all cylinders, but the Wayne State College Wildcats were 3-0 sweep over in-state Peru State, and we're joined by player of the match, Kelsey Chata. And Kelsey, this is probably a bit of a ridiculous question considering the level of competition that you guys have played to start the season, but what's it like to pick up a victory against an in-state foe tonight?
You know, it's always fun to come out and play teams from our home state. We always have to travel, so to actually play in Rice Auditorium against a Nebraska component, it's so fun. I have a great team behind my back, so we always love coming out and playing that type of competition.
Number 3 in the country, and you guys have played top-notch competition throughout the year. How do you think that has battle-tested you for matches like these tonight?
Oh, absolutely. We had to grind these last few games, even these last 10, 11 games we played, and continuing on throughout that in the season as well, it's a grind. But just to come out in this game, we had to play our best, okay? Like I said, we have a power of 12 girls on our team, and we had to come out, and they all had to have our backs. You know, if we struggle, they have my back, and I can't ask any more of them, so.
Well, that was the case tonight. It was a well-balanced effort, as it just seemed like the team was firing on all cylinders. Can you talk about the performance of those around you tonight?
Oh, absolutely. My teammates are incredible. We come in every day into practice grinding as hard as we can because we know we have tough competition along the road, because every team you play, whether it's Peru State or in the NSIC, it's going to be a grind, it's going to be a battle, and we just have to come out and prepare our best. So.
Well, Kelsey, congratulations on the win, and congratulations on being player of the game.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
That's Kelsey Chata, the player of the match tonight. We're going to go ahead and loop in Kelsey's head coach now, Scott Kneifel, coming off a 3-0 sweep over the Peru State Bobcats. And Coach, always good to see you again, and always good to see the Wildcats in the winning column. And it's been happening a lot so far this year.
It has. You know, we've been really fortunate this year to get off to a really good start. We're excited about that, but our team knows that it's a long season, and you know, we have to get better tomorrow at practice to get ready for the weekend, and a big road trip in the Northern Sun, and so we have to get prepared.
Well, you pick up the win tonight. You mentioned that competition. You know, you're looking at what was, I believe, 4 top 12 foes in 5 matches. Coming up over the next couple weeks, you've got 2 more top 10 foes. How do you keep this team sharp night in and night out?
Yeah, it's hard, but I mean, I think that we just need to stay focused. We need to stay focused on what we do well and keep getting better at the little things that we don't do well. You know, even some of those teams that don't have numbers in front of their names, Pat, they're really good. So, you know, on the road this weekend at Upper Iowa and at Winona, you know, they're both not ranked right now, but, you know, they have really nice volleyball teams. So we're going to have to be ready, and we're going to have to be prepared. And if you don't play well in the Northern Sun, you're going to lose. So we have to get ready.
And of course, you know, Kelsey Chata, our player of the match tonight, had an outstanding game, but a lot of people really could have been candidates for that top player tonight. Can you talk about just the well-rounded performance of this team?
Yeah, it was a nice job tonight by Rachel Walker. She provided a lot of balance. I thought our servicee did a nice job of keeping her in system, and she moved the ball around pretty well tonight. And, you know, Kelsey is always going to be really important to us, but Taya, Maggie, I mean, Jordan Jordan McCormick had some big kills for us tonight. Our right sides, Bell and Taylor both got some big kills. So, it's just nice to see them, have some success at the net.
Coach, chalk up another victory, and congratulations. We'll see you around the rest of the season.
Thanks so much. Thanks for the coverage.
That's Wayne State head coach Scott Kneifel. We'll take a break and be back with more on News Channel Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Wayne State is the college of choice.
Smart choice.
Sound choice.
Natural choice.
Strong choice.
Original choice.
Bold choice.
Affordable choice.
With over 130 programs of study, Wayne State College is the
first choice.
First choice.
First choice.
For students who want an excellent education at an affordable cost. Get started at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Sweep, Wayne State over Peru State here tonight at Rice Auditorium in Wayne, Nebraska. Thanks for joining us on News Channel Nebraska. For Pat Jansen and myself, I'm Kalen Devin. We're going to take you through our top plays tonight, and let's go over and see some of the best action on the court. A lot of it starts with Wayne State, the number 3 team in all of Division II volleyball. 11-0 coming into this match, and they've played most of their teams fairly strong. I've only lost 3 sets all season long, and that includes tonight out of all the sets that they have played. Now 39 total sets for Wayne State, and lots of kills, lots of action early on. Here's another strong attack as a couple really good volleys, I will say, from the Bobcats for Peru State. They handled very against the number 3 team in all of Division II, but some great names as Maggie Bramer, Rachel Walker, Taya Beller, and Kelsey Chada, who we interviewed for our player of the game. Lots of back and forth action here as you see Peru State on the prowl, back to Wayne State, now to the outside, and there's Bramer right through the middle, just what she's known for. Bramer finished with 5 kills out of 11 attempts, a hitting percentage of .455, and here's another strong attack, that time Kelsey Chada, who led the team with 11 kills out of 23 attempts, and Taya Beller also, who has been blocking well, who is hitting well, had 10 kills tonight. Now here's Peru State with a nice play, able to get a kill from, that was Kim Kreis, and your final play of the game, a strong kill on the outside from Jordan McCormick to finish it off. Your final tonight in 3 sets. Wayne State gets it done in set 1 was 25-14, set 2 25-8, and set 3 25-13. Wayne State sweeps. They continue their undefeated streak, now 12-0 on the year, and win number 391 for head coach Scott Kneifel. That'll wrap things up tonight on News Channel Nebraska. For Pat Jansen, for Connor Luby in the truck with me, and Kalen Devin, thanks for joining us on NCN. We'll see you next time.
This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska.